Oops. Okay. Hey everybody, it's FlexPoint. I bring forth a Jax versus Renekton game. I think, and I apologize for all the Jax games that I'm going to be uploading. It's just I'm doing my provisionals and I'm just spamming Jax. I think I'm like 7-0 with Jax on provisionals. So playing against Plat Elo players in my provisional game. So I'm hoping to get placed Plat 5. And then again, I'm not because the whole point of this Smurf was to duo with my followers and to help them like in game so that I can actually see what they do, the mistakes they make, the things they don't mess up on, and stuff like that. So, I mean, granted, I do want to get my Smurf up to Diamond, but I mean, well, ultimately the reason for it and its creation was to help out the viewers, you know. Not sure why it does that. It's probably where I'm standing. Yeah, it's right there, just like that. I wish you can turn off directed camera. Yeah, let's do manual camera. Anyways, but I wanted to take advantage of this matchup for my YouTube channel because I don't have too many games where I go against Renekton, and Renekton is pretty strong, and people generally lack knowledge of how to play against Renekton, especially in the lower elos. In the higher elos, like Diamond and Challenger Master, Renekton is usually a lane counter to Jax. Although, what I show in this video is how you can play around Renekton. Okay. So, of course, like in most of my videos, I start with the camp level 1 and I take my E. Really important to do, so you can minimize the damage you take. The less damage you take, the shorter time it'll take to heal. Actually, let's see this. Alright, so look at the gold that I have. I'm going to recall with... Okay, no, I didn't do that here. I didn't buy the cloth armor here. I thought I did, but it was another Renekton game. Here I said, you know what, this Renekton has defensive masteries. I'm going to go ahead and build offensive because he only has 9 in the offensive tree. So again, I said, you know what, he's not gonna have that much damage output. He is Renekton, and I should respect it, but I think that when you go defensive tree on Renekton, it's incorrect. So I was gonna take full advantage and try my best to farm under tower, and pretty much it. He's gonna get some free harass, that's fine with me. But I'm level 3 and he's level 2, so I'm gonna turn it right back on him and do a lot of damage. And kill him, just like that. So we're gonna watch that again. I have level 3, he has level 2. So the fact that he's here tanking my cannon minions and my 3 casters, and is about to get stunned and continuously be tanking those minions is very, very bad on his part. I didn't even bother wasting my ignite there because I didn't need to. Easy. But again, the reason why I was able to kill him there is because I had lane advantage, I had level advantage from taking the wolf cap, which you need to do. And he's already half health again from just tanking minions. That's really bad. Also has biscuits. It's weird. Like, he knows how to use Renekton, he's getting the combos right. But I don't know why he has biscuits. Weird. He has biscuits. Yep, he has biscuits. That makes no sense. I don't think he lacks knowledge in the champion, I just think that he may have messed up on the masteries there. Hold on with Ignite, really easy. And I'm level 6, so I'm gonna hard trip here, because he did waste his TP. Also, Renektons without Ignite aren't as threatening in lane. Renekton's always gonna be threatening, but if they don't have Ignite, it's not as bad. You know? Anyways, going back to the top lane and farming. Doing my usual harass. Using my E here so I don't take the minions too hard. Or I can dodge the spells. So we're gonna auto attack once, twice, and then we're gonna jump onto him just like that. Again, I explained it in every Jax video, but I'm gonna explain it again. This is how you harass as Jax, level 6. Auto attack once, twice, and see how that third auto is empowered? 1, 2, and then you QW, and then smack your opponent. And you chunk them for like 600 damage. Kinda hard to lose a trade when you do that. There's not that much room for outplay there, except with maybe Riven. I get 3-man ganked here actually. And I almost killed that guy. Couldn't do much there. Almost got the Rengar. But we're going back. Again, we rushed the Fate, we rushed the Sheen, and we bought Fate components. 1, 2, 3, and smacked him. Like, that's how you should be when you play Jax, and I do this even when I play Jax. I count him out. I count out loud 1, 2, 3, and then as soon as I say 3, I jump on him. Coming in for a roam because, you know, it's Renekton. I'm shoving him in. I'm gonna look for a kill, and I found one. Again, just looking for a kill. Katarina was shoved in pretty deep. I knew that she was going to be able to get a play off, and she did, and pretty simple. Roaming on Jax is risky because you typically want to stay in lane and just farm it up, but again, this Renekton was in a really bad spot with his biscuits, so yeah. I was like, I think I can afford a roam, and sure enough, it was useful. Alright, so this rank of Renekton is already in a really bad hole. 1, because he fed me, and 2, because he has the wrong masteries. I think he had the right runes, though. I will give him that. I'll check after the game. Solid TP opportunity, but I'm not going to 4v1, even though I'm pretty strong. Now this is pretty important here, and you need to keep this in mind. Blitzcrank is trailing me, he's about to come up, so I'm coming up to stop the recall, stop the ports. So I walk up, pretend to jump in, and I stop the recalls. Why did I stop the recalls? Because Blitzcrank is right behind me, and he can definitely force something with his hooks. Worst case scenario is we take the tower. Best case, we get a kill. Maybe if they recalled, they would have been back in time to stop us from taking the tower, but you never know. This is unfortunate because they converged on bot lane. But I had my Triforce, so I'm gonna recall and go get it. Alright, so right now, Katarina is dead, which is gonna be hard for me. I can do 2 things. I can either get a Hex Shrinker, or I can stack. Okay, Hex Shrinker would be a really good idea. But I had a second opinion, had a second thought, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stack MR against this team, flat MR. So what I did is, instead of buying the Blazering King, I went ahead and bought the Gunblade. And I remember my stream was tripping because they were like, I've never seen, I don't even remember the last time I'd seen a Jax with Gunblade. And, I mean, it wasn't, Gunblade is a little uncommon. Hold on, let me lower the sound. I feel like it's really loud. Gunblade is not as uncommon on Jax as you think. I mean, I start off with AP masteries with Jax. The AP really helps for 2 reasons. Gunblade helps for 3 reasons. 1, it's more sustain. 2, it gives you AD AP, and still gives you the slow, but that's 3. And 4, it gives you more armor and MR than just a Blazering King would, because it gives you more AD and more AP. Okay. That Katarina was getting very annoying, so I was like, I'm just gonna dive. So I walked up to ignore everyone, and I was like, I'm just gonna tank this tower. And then when she started eating me, I got very annoyed, and then she autoed me, and I was like, no, that's not acceptable. So she got melted before my E even went off. Same thing with Janna. Now you see what I did there. It's really important to see. I'm gonna slow it down for you so you can see in slow motion. Okay. I get my 2 auto attacks on the tower, and I start smacking him, meaning my next auto attack will be my empowered auto attack. So as soon as I jump onto Cat, I do my combo and gets wrecked. I auto attack the minion once, twice, so that when I hit my 3rd auto, it goes on Janna, and I melt her. Okay, you gotta keep these things in mind. Jax's empowered auto attack is a really, really strong tool to use. My team won the team fight, which is good. Alright, so I was still, you can still think twice. Never mind, I just went ahead and bought the gunblade. Alright, scared him off. Went for the gunblade. And plus the active's up like really frequently because it lowers with every auto attack you deal. And then here comes Rengar, and I just not even fair. I do get slaughtered. He's level 10, I'm level 13. That's not nice. Next thing I get is Ninja Tabi because they do have Renekton, they do have Rengar, and they do have Corki, so again, MR wouldn't be that bad, but you gotta remember that I stacked MR by buying Gunblade because it gives me more MR from my ultimate. I still am pretty squishy. My armor MR will be pretty good, but my health is not even at 2k yet, so it's something we have to keep in mind. Blitzcrank lands a really good hook, and we kill the Renekton pretty quickly. I jump onto the Katarina. Rip. I believe he kills both of us here. Oh no, he doesn't. No way. And Janice still kills me, but that's fine. I'll call worth on that one. 1 for 4. And next thing I'm going for is the Spirit Visage. I'm going for Spirit Visage because what it brings forth from your sustain. Gunblade, you basically sustain from everything. You sustain from your auto attacks, you sustain from your spells because you get spell vamp. So you even sustain extra from your empowered auto attack because it does deal magic damage. So Spirit Visage is going to be really strong. Plus they have Fed Cat. But there I pretty much just waited for for Blitzcrank to land a hook, and then I jumped in on that person. Rengar had to flash away there. Blitzcrank gets a really good hook on Cat. Janna ulties, but she leaves herself pretty vulnerable there. And I'm tanking with 199 armor, 184 MR with my ulti active. So it's quite strong. I make the Baron call, but I stay back to make sure that they don't come forth. And we got the Baron. So I go for a Banshees this game. Changed my mind with the Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage would have been perfectly fine. And it's actually, I think, better. But I did want to avoid the Rengar one shot if he comes on me with his Q or something. I get exhausted there, but I just pop my ultimate. Do I make it out? Wait, no, I don't. Spirit Visage is definitely better though. Since I did get the Gunblade, I am gonna get extra armor and MR for my ultimate, so that proves more utility. More value from Warmogs. Not sure why I was dancing there. But yeah, this game's pretty much over. Just ignoring everyone, taking the tower, and that's GG. Again, this is a ranked game. I think the MMR in this game was like 1500. The team MMR, which is around like the gold level. But I mean, it was a good game. I mean, it's unfortunate Renekton got the wrong runes and masteries, but regardless, I mean, you take full advantage as Jax and ranked. You don't care if somebody DCs. You don't care. You're supposed to kill them anyway. If it's a normal game and someone DCs, that's a little different. Like, all right, sure, I'll let you farm, but not in a ranked game. If someone has the wrong runes and masteries in a normal game, I'll usually say, all right, that's fine. I won't harass you too much. If you hit me, I'm gonna kill you. But ranked game, you show no mercy. Things I would have done different in this game, I would have definitely gone Spirit Visage. I wanted to experiment with Banshees to see like the utility it actually brings. Not that good. Spirit Visage would have definitely been better. Gunblade and Warmugs is a really nice combo to stack on Jax because it does give you extra armor and MR, and which proves a lot more valuable to get into Warmugs. Ranuans would have been just as fine, but I was pretty tanky enough for the Rengar, and I just wanted to stack like the extra health for the Katarina. Flex, why didn't you get Hexdrinker? Hexdrinker would have been okay, but it would have put my health back, and Jax goes really well with health because of his ultimate. That gives him armor MR. So you don't typically want to get that far behind. Okay, especially if you go Blade the Ring King. Gunblade is more expensive than Blade, but it gives a lot more stats. Like Gunblade is so much more valuable against that team comp than Blade the Ring King. Okay, if you would have gone Blade the Ring King Triforce, you would have been insanely squishy. Like my MR would not have been 130. What do you call it? Or what do you call it? I get 118 armor, 98 MR for my ultimate. It definitely wouldn't be past 100 if I didn't have Gunblade. If I had Blade the Ring King, the armor MR gain would be well below 100. 70 plus 50% of AD. This gives me 40 AD. Blade the Ring King gives 25. I mean, like, it's invaluable. Like, sure, Jax does really well with attack speed, but with my AP masteries, it's not that bad to get a little bit of AP in there and become a little bit of a caster, because you'll deal a good amount of damage. But again, this is my Jax game. This is ranked. It is provisionals, and it was against Gold Elo. I think we had a silver on our team. I think the Aurelia was silver or something. I'm just trying to prove here that, like, if you listen to me, if you follow what I do, and if you apply it to your game, you will win and you will carry. Okay. These games that I'm going to be uploading that have flex point as my IGN are from my Smurf, which means I'm playing against lower elos. My last provisional game was actually against plat players, which is a good sign. But I mean, regardless, even in that game I went Jax as well and I smashed a plat 2 Riven. Like, it wasn't even close. Just pay attention to the videos. Another thing that I didn't talk about much in this video, but that I should, but I talk about it in the other ones, but that's fine. The farm. Look at the CS numbers between me and this Renekton. Renekton has 135 CS at 35 minutes. I have 226. Okay, gold differential. I have 14.5k. He has 9k. Okay, and you think, oh, it's all from kills and barons or whatever. It is, but the farm definitely helps me get my lead. Okay. Farming is incredibly important on Jax. Everything. Jungle, scuttles, towers. If there's someone not in a lane and there's creeps there, go get them. And then go back to your lane or go group. Okay? It's all about scaling with Jax. His early game is questionable. A little risky. And that's probably why he's not played that much. But they did buff his scaling with the last patch, or not the last patch, with the last like wave of buffs that came out. Jax's scaling, I think armor MR got a little better, or something. I'm not too sure. But he did get a buff in scaling. I know about that for a fact. But this is my Jax game. I really hope it helps you. Runes and masteries will be in the description. And if you have any questions or you want to see something specific, please let me know or attend my stream. My stream is on the top right hand side at twitch.tv/flexpointlol. And keep looking out for the YouTube videos. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.